Oh god, that fucked up my video. No, I'm so blown out.
Blow out your finger tunnel?
I really blew out my finger tunnel this time, guys. There we go. Hey, y'all can hear us. It's so exciting to hear things. I'm very sorry about that. My internet just shut down. Just wholesale, the whole fucking thing. Just shit the bed and fell apart. So
went on strike.
Yeah, just went on strike out of nowhere. We are back. Everything is back. We are live.
Guess who's back? It does.
Back again. Sorry. So I used to have Comcast. I fucking hate Comcast. And I finally got moved into a place that has CenturyLink, and it's got really fast internet. And I was like, cool, the days of internet problems are over. And I was wrong.
I've switched back between the two of them several times over the years.
I will infinitely always prefer CenturyLink solely because of the fact that they're actually offering what the rest of the world actually has. Because Comcast is a cartel that is carved up the country and fixes prices against the populace and refuses to update and holds up anybody else who wants to do things good for the country.
Yeah, I absolutely hate Comcast.
For so many reasons, but not the least of which is just like they're the reason we don't have Google Fi right now. We literally were on the test group. We were going to have Google Fi, and fucking Comcast fought endlessly along with Verizon and a couple of other companies to make absolutely sure it would never happen.
I mean, there's a reason like we live in a really big tech city, and there's 2 places to get internet from.
Yup.
Like, even where I grew up, there's like 15.
I hate lobbyists. I hate them. I think it is immoral. I think the fact that our government allows that to happen is insane. I think there's so much wrong with my country. And that's patriotism, baby.
Yes, it is.
I don't have a...
Stop sharing the OBS or the stream with me in Discord again, but it's not a big deal.
Yes, you are correct. Sharing. Unshare. Reshare. Remaximize. Re-engage. Fixed.
Oh, okay. Let's grind this nose to dust. Nose dust. Okay.
Let's grind this nose.
Grind your nose into my...
Extreme face
nose,
sitting.
Nose grind my finger hole.
Nose grind my finger hole. Oh, we're back at that weird fun thing where when I'm talking and you talk at the same time, you get muffled. Which is always fun and great.
So excited.
I'm just glad to be having problems, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Jake
Zombie
says, life without problems ain't worth living.
Right? So Zombie, just to clarify, CenturyLink is fiber, and that's what I have, which is gigabit upload, download, and it's a paired upload and download, so I always have the same with both, which is awesome for streaming. Even on Wi-Fi, I'm getting enough to be able to stream comfortably without ever breaking a sweat. The only problem with CenturyLink is a little bit crappier in terms of just overall support. And so what ends up happening is we have fast internet, but the company doesn't have good customer service because they can't afford to have them 24/7, and so we get really spotty customer service, and they can't do a lot, and it's really fucking annoying.
Yeah, if I had the option, I would never patronize Comcast. But there have been periods of my life where it's like I'm in my area right now. It is the option that I have to use, and I don't like it.
That's fair. So I'm at the point with Karen. I'm at the ready to go.
I am getting there.
Yeah, no. I'm very happy to have fiber. It's very good.
Yeah, I had CenturyLink for a couple years. They did something to super betray me, and I can't remember what because it was some time ago. But I was like, It was the most heartbreaking thing having to like change services again.
Oh no. What kind of thing was it?
They like fucked me over for a good chunk of money based on like a first and last month type agreement thing.
Oh, that sucks.
Like I really can't remember the details because my brain just. Hi, Pickles. Sorry, she got me off guard. Hi, baby.
You get advertisement? Advertisements. There we go. I was like, what the fuck is advertisement? Then I go to check it out and they laugh at me and tell me it's still not in my area. Yeah, that seems to happen for a lot of people where it's like, it's totally in your area, but not like your area. Not right there.
Right.
Go across the street and it's there. How much would it cost to run it? $7,000.
Oh. It's in your metaphorical area. Oh no, what did it just do?
I wouldn't know.
This fucking penguin just bodied me down to 5 HP.
Ooh, okay.
The fuck was that, Endeavor? I don't
Zesty.
even know. The shit. It's not moving.
I can't get my fucking camera to work good.
Welcome back, Roughneck. We had an internet outage. Slow
Yes.
us down a little bit.
Maximum apologies. God, I need this thing to work. Whatever, fuck it. I need to stop worrying so much about my headroom.
Always go for max headroom.
Oh, max headroom. Sparky wires in your area are looking for you. Is Google Fi worthwhile? They are, if anything, if nothing else, they are worthwhile just for the fact that they provide another option, which proves the viability of other competitors, which improves the likelihood that there will be more competition in the market. Anything you can
improves progress and creates more competition. Like, it's good stuff.
Anything you can do to take money out of broadband is worth doing. Just to make sure that at some point Comcast and Cox Internet or whatever version of Comcast that currently owns your portion of the country knows that they can't bully people forever.
I kind of feel similarly about a lot of the big like Verizon phone places.
Yeah. Google Fi, the reason why I was excited about it is one, if we had been approved as a test area for them, they would have provided free Wi-Fi for the entire city. Basically, everywhere you go, you would have Wi-Fi. That would have been amazing. Two, it's fiber connection, and they would have dramatically improved the fiber infrastructure, meaning hundreds and thousands, if not millions upon millions of dollars of fiber optic wire run in places where it needs to be, low-income environments, things like that. And also, it would have bullied Comcast back. And unfortunately, they weren't able to do it because there was a specific thing that was done in Oregon regarding infrastructure and how it was built and the amount of money that had to be paid into building that infrastructure by all these companies. And so because Comcast didn't have to pay that, they were basically like, the only way you're allowed to do this is if you pay a equivalent cost in whatever fees or whatever. And it would have ended up being like 3 times as much as the whole project would have cost, and so basically Google couldn't justify the expense, and so we lost out on the opportunity.
Yeah, they're scumbags.
It was a big stack of bullshit. Just because it was like, well, we had to pay for something, so you have to pay for it too, and it's like, okay, cool.
The wild thing about Comcast is like, even if they weren't like this horrible, like tyrannical internet fist around Portland and some more of the Northwest, like just based on their like customer service and reliability, they would be a horrible company.
Yep.
But like you can't even look at that in reasons to fucking hate them so much.
Yeah, like there are so many reasons why Xfinity and Comcast are shit, and I cannot explain enough how much I hate them. Funny part is I used to work as IT for Made in Oregon, and I was set up to be their IT manager, and we had Comcast because we worked at malls, and a lot of malls had Comcast only. They basically offered me an opportunity to have all of their surveys get sent to me, and I get paid in Amazon dollars for them. And they never moved it off my name, and so I still get a bunch of fucking emails of them being like, "Hey man, we want you to answer some questions about Comcast." and then they usually pay me in Amazon dollars. And the best part about it is I literally just, every time there's an opportunity to enter text, I load it with a bunch of anti-Comcast political rhetoric, and then I just send it on the way. And I just keep hoping that somebody's going to call me up one day and be like, hello, sir, we've been sending you a lot of surveys, and we can't help but notice that you really fucking hate us.
Right. They just have like one filing cabinet. It's labeled Zach.
Yeah. Every opportunity.
Angry review notes.
They're like, which of these two van colors tell you it feels more like a business and rather than some organization of whatever the hell? And I'm like, cool, this one. And they're like, can you explain why? And then I just go off on a diatribe.
Right. Like Socrates defines morality as.
And often they're like, would you recommend Comcast to a neighbor or friend? And I'm like, no, because I've never had a conversation in my life where I recommended internet to anybody. Except now, because I definitely did that in this conversation.
Yes. Also, like, I wouldn't wish it on my enemies.
Yeah. Because they were like, would you recommend a Windows operating system or something like that? I was like, I've never recommended an operating system in my life. Why would anybody do that?
Like, hey, have you heard about this operating system? You know, one of the 3 that the entire world uses.
What do you think people talk about? This is like when somebody's like, you know, what's your dream job? It's like, I don't dream of labor. I'm sorry. Like,
exactly. Like, why? Or like when people say, like, I want to live in a world where, like, you know, everyone, you know, when you talk about, like, punching Nazis or whatever, this is like a random conversation starter. So we're like, I want to live in a world where we can all just get along. I'm like, how come in your dream world there's Nazis? Why is it like, why not just wish, if you're going for the genie wish, why not just wish there were Nazis?
It's even better. Like, people are like, oh, if I had this superpower, I could do my job so much faster. I'm like, man, you really lack imagination.
Right? Yeah, you're going to use your superpower to fucking get a paycheck like that?
Why? Yeah, I have teleportation. I'm going to use that to be a courier. What?
I have to pick her up because she was being a little cry puss to get up in my arms.
I have to box these SCA nerds into giving me whatever random thing they stole.
But their clothes look like they're made out of, like, space blankets. Like, it's not even, like, chainmail.
I got this thermal blanket out of a fucking first aid kit. Let's turn it into fucking space uniforms. Hey, dude, you want to take these off? Why? They're hot!
I mean, they are in a freezer right now. Like, it kind of makes sense.
True, true. This is like the one time it made sense.
They built the uniforms for this heist, and then they just never swapped them out because it was too cost ineffective.
Well, yeah, you can't expect me to build a second set of uniforms.
Right. When you're bankrupt on space blankets, cleaned out. Dick's Sporting Goods.
Fortunately, every purchase of a Spanx blanket came with space ice cream, so we've been eating a shitload of that.
You definitely said Spanx blanket. I love that very much.
So why the fuck is this blanket so stretchy? It's made out of Spanx.
I was gonna just the shiniest and like hypothermia negating Spanx.
Dude, these are some thick ass Spanx. And they're really hugging my hips and hiding my bulges.
These are astronaut Spanx.
Oh, man. Oh, sweet Jesus.
Hey, baby, are those space blanket Spanx? Because I can really see myself in them.
Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Woo. Most single superpowers aren't enough to be a full-on superhero. Also, I wouldn't want to be a superhero with a superpower. Are you kidding me? The odds of me dying and invalidating the whole point of getting a cool-ass superpower is real high.
Also, my level of investment in the concept of the superhero is dependent entirely on what power I get.
Agreed.
Because, like, I don't feel like there's any scenario where it's choose your own power kind of thing. But
Mm-hmm.
if it's like invulnerability and like space lasers out of my eyes, like yeah, I'll fucking take down some huge enemy armies. I'm invulnerable. But like if I have the ability to like move my hands really fast, yeah, I'll probably become a sushi chef. Like I don't give a shit.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, I think if you get like Superman's powers, what the fuck else are you gonna do but fight crime and save people from natural disasters?
It would be stupid not to find space monsters to punch into submission.
Exactly. You would be an asshole not to do that.
Right.
See, my favorite thing is to try to think of superpowers that are just riding the line between superpower and mundane bullshit, and just finding out.
It's one of my favorite conversations.
Yeah.
Like the introduction that we had in our podcast of my character Nostradamus. You could just smell into the future.
Absolute fucking treasure. Fucking Nostradamus.
Because it would be like a useful power in a world where everyone has like kind of meh powers, but it's also just like so situational and not like completely clear, which makes it a good narrative tool for the writer.
This place is going to burn down in 2 weeks.
Be like, oh no, I'm so sorry. I smell gunpowder on you. Like something like that.
You smell like blood. Yeah, no. I mean, the one I always tell everybody is just the ability so that anytime you say anything and it's true, people believe you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had a whole mind-breaking philosophical debate on D20 questions on that one. You guys should listen to.
Yeah, it's honestly really worth it.
It was pretty good. I like said one thing that was so depressing and like mind-bending on Zach's concept of this. It was like, why would you say that?
What was it?
Like, oh, it was like, but maybe there would be no way for you to know something like that. And then you would start doubting yourself. It was something. Yeah, it was something along those lines that kind of like made it so you're constantly going to be questioning your own psyche based on your power to, as long as you tell the truth, people will believe you.
That's a good fucking point. But seriously though, I want you to imagine a situation where you were telling the truth and people didn't fucking believe you, and how amazing it would have been if you were just like, no, seriously, and they went, yeah, okay. Like, it's such a goddamn big deal to just be believed. I'm not trying to screw you over, dude, and they're like, oh, well, yeah, that's fair. Or imagine you're getting held up at a fucking knife or gunpoint, and you're like, hey, if you leave right now, I'm not gonna tell the cops. I'm just gonna go home. And they go, oh, right. All right.
Or just like, I do not have enough money worth stealing.
Yeah, I don't have enough money worth stealing. Yeah. Speaking of which, don't try to disarm somebody with a knife. Ever.
I mean, I wasn't planning on it.
Law, stop trying to disarm knife fighters. Please.
I feel like you don't encounter a lot of actual knife fighters, just people who happen to incorporate knife into their aggressions.
You are absolutely correct. Also, that actually just this whole conversation made me think of one that I really like, and that would be the ability to think of a genre, concept, or group of things and instantly find all media related to that thing. So you're sitting there, you're like, God, I really want some like Lovecraftian horror. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, here's a list of all of that. The ability to like itemize and collect and curate instantaneously any, cross-section.
It just sounds like so much work. Like, while it saves you a lot of work, it's also like an investment. Like you're saying, like it would be irresponsible to not use this power. Be like, oh my God, now I have to consume so much more media than I already was.
Well, no, but like, when you're sitting there and you're really in the mood for a specific kind of media and you just can't seem to find any, you can just be like in your head, you're like, God, I want good Westerns. And it's like, here's a list of all the ones you'll like the most. And then you can just know instantly.
I think I would like the power to have like, if you're about to release something out to the public, to know whether or not it's going to like scratch that very specific like cultural itch that becomes like the next big thing. So you could have like 10 ideas on paper and be like, okay, this is the one that's going to land and fucking take off.
That's a good one. I like that. Or yeah, specifically just the ability to gain demographic information on all future actions. Like just,
like a foresight on review.
Yeah, and not just on releases too. It's also like, I'm about to fart in this room. Is it going to upset anybody? Okay, good.
It doesn't have to be. Is farting in a room content creation?
But seriously, imagine if everything you did just before you do it, your brain tells you how well it's going to be received in general and through the full life of its exposure. And you could just be like,
Boy,
yeah,
that would have changed a lot of things in my dating life.
there you go.
I would probably identify one of the many, like that 90% of the times people have flirted with me and I was not aware of it. That would be the biggest change.
You are buzzing really weirdly in your audio. I am tempted to close Discord and reopen it to fix that problem.
Sure, you've sounded like popcorn to me the whole time, so I do not mind an audio reset.
Trying it out. Goodbye, Law. Hello, the entire chat alone with me. Hello. I don't know if my message went through before the stream went out, but oh hey, I think I'm back in the call with Law.
I'm still here.
Good. You don't, well, so far you don't sound any more robotic than you did before.
That's good.
Pop out, full screen, kill this, kill that. Done. Beautiful. Now I can read that message that Roughneck sent. What's that?
I think there's a little bit of doubling on the full screen. Like it's not quite because you can see like the Reshiram on my screen is like got a shadow.
Oh no. How did that happen? That shouldn't be
Probably
happening.
just didn't snap when it got to the corner.
Oh, you betcha. Oh, I see it. Bingo.
Hey. Wango.
I don't know if my message went through before the stream went out, but me listening to the first couple episodes of Season 2 really gripped me. The upbeat hosts, announcers, compared to the mysterious and interesting character introductions is what drew me into the series, and binge like 50 episodes of the first season. Oh, that's really good to hear. I'm always worried that people are like, that they listen to the first episode of the first season, then listen to the the first episode of the second season, and they're like, well, I'm probably not going to listen to the second one, but that first one sounds great.
Right.
I'm really glad that we are both a drawing factor.
Yeah. Also, it depends on the kind of person. Like, if I know a certain kind of person, I'm like, yeah, I'd probably start with season 2. Or, yeah, you should start with season 1. Just based on their what usually grips them.
It can be hard as shit to great more lucky eggs. Like I don't have enough of those. It can be hard as shit to know like what anybody's going to be into from our stuff. You know, like I genuinely am like I don't know what you're going to like more.
I think I'm going to put these choice specs on Young Ducky. It's a little risky, but it's such a big power boost that it might be worth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good item. So in the story, we can either go get an encounter or we can take on the gym, I think.
I mean, gym does sound good, but encounters are... I say encounter before gym always, if possible.
Okay, I'm going to buy some more bolts because I used a bunch on Probo Pass. My Shinesman.
Yes, Zombie, by the way, the ability to instantly curate exactly what you're looking for would be great for pornography. Also, you know, on that note, the ability to instantly recognize the source of something. If you see a picture or you hear a picture or a joke, ooh, and you can use it on plagiarism. So like you write something and then you look at it and you're like, okay, that's from this, that's from this, that's from this.
Yeah, exactly. Or even just like every time you like hear a song, it'd be like, is this a mix of something that I've heard before? It'd be like, this is the original source of it. Ooh, it's D.S. Eliot.
Oh, classic D.S. Eliot. I love it.
And that's paired with, hey, you're never going to evolve into anything.
What? No, they fixed the impossible evolutions.
No, I mean, what I mean is Shelmet evolves into not Escavalier. It evolves into a Selgor.
You're right.
It's fine.
I always forget that.
Honestly, a Selgor's not bad. I just really like Escavalier.
Yeah, we also can't use it because you've got Infernape and I've got the bee.
Das Bien.
I've always liked...
so why are these lower level than... Oh, they're just saying these Pokemon should be lower level than the cold storage.
He just woke right the hell up. The other superpowers... Nope, he's dead. Critical hit. Bam!
I don't even have to waste a ball.
I low rolled the first one, high rolled the second one, and got a crit. So that was cool.
See, now you need to find a shiny to undo the crit that you got to kill the encounter.
There you go. So Sam Frost.
Ooh, that would have been good.
Sam Frost of Season 1 fame had one of my favorite superpower ideas, which is bodily function sniping. The ability to point at somebody and have them instantly experiencing the bodily function of your choice. Shit their pants, instantly sneeze, have an orgasm. And just that kind of like instant feedback is very fresh. So if somebody's being really rude or impolite, you just, instant diarrhea.
Yep.
Not enough to change lives or be a superhero. Not really anyway, but at the very least, you can really inconvenience and benefit some people who could use it.
Yes. Boy, that would be the worst in like traffic jams. Someone cuts you off in bad traffic and you give them the mega gotta shit peas.
Imagine just chase it. Like one guy does one shitty thing to you one time, and you literally spend the next like 6 months sniping them with diarrhea every opportunity you possibly fucking can, and then just like they go to the doctor. The doctor's like, I don't know. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you.
Other than the fact that you're full to the brim like a crock pot with diarrhea.
Young man, you are thick with the Hershey squirts. I do not understand.
You're 10 pounds of mud butt in a 5-pound bag.
Oh, God. You could fight crime with that ability.
Digsdale Dimmadome.
I think the best thing about being able to fight crime with that ability is that really nobody would know it was you, and you wouldn't feel obligated to get into a fight. You know, you show up at a bank robbery, and the dudes just instantly start orgasming to the point where they fall on the floor, and you're just like, oh, what's happening to these men? Oh.
Right. Though there is a film about shooting people with orgasms.
Is there?
Which we covered it in that episode too. I was like, oh wait, Orgasma, like
right.
The movie about this exact specific thing.
How did I forget that conversation as well? At first I forgot the movie, and then I forgot the conversation about the movie. 90% of what I do is rehash old comedy from other times when we were funnier. So, sorry.
Oh no. That is mean dipping sauce.
Have them shit uncontrollably, but as soon as the dog takes a stool sample, make them constipated. That's perfect.
Very mean. Oh, I'm so obsessed with this cat. The past 2 days, I've just been like gone all day working and doing stuff, and I feel so bad leaving her alone all day, even though she's a cat and she's very built for it. I'm like looking at pictures of her on my phone while I'm at work, like, I miss you.
Not like dogs.
Why can't I
like,
text my cat?
You're gone for 5 minutes and it's basically an eternity.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can't leave dogs alone all day. Those boys need to get out.
They cannot be left alone, both mechanically and just emotionally. I've never seen the dog that's just like, oh, you're back.
You know, there's some farm dogs you can definitely leave alone for quite a while.
Sure.
But not like living in the city dogs. Very codependent.
Cool Ranch, get in there.
Welcome to the Cool Ranch.
Oh,
it's a Lucario.
If you guys in the chat, if you were to ascribe a superpower to me and or Law, based off of what you know of us, what would it be? And then we wait.
Shit, I just realized that TV has drizzle. That would have solved that Probopass problem, and I didn't remember because I haven't played in a week.
Well, we got it though.
Yes, it was all good. All's well that ended well. See, you should have to spend some slapdash points for asking the audience stuff. Sauce is just throwing out body snipes.
Law's a Lorolodex. That's
I'm really not
Loradex.
a Lorax.
Yeah, Law's not a Lorax. He speaks for the trees.
I stay in my lane when it comes to the trees. No, I have a tragically bad brain for memory.
I retain a shocking amount of shit. Just truly baffling.
Give me that ice cream. Give it to my bat. Feed it to the bat face.
I have an atmospheric voice? Do I?
I don't know. I've never thought to describe someone's voice as atmospheric. Like,
yeah, wow, okay.
oh, children's puzzle.
Why are you so difficult? Why is my brain so old?
How are you tonight, paper bag?
Hello. Ah,
Said...
my narrative voice.
Good to hear.
I have noticed that I tend to adopt a completely different vocal pattern when I'm narrating anything. And I'm like, I don't want to. Like, I want to be able to just speak naturally, but I'm like, no, it is narration time.
Yep.
There's an effect whose name I can't remember, but it's a Russian psychologist, where people can do something 1,000 times in a perfectly ordinary way, but the moment they are asked to do so, especially with like a camera in front of them, they immediately forget how to do it. So, for example, walk from this side of the room to that side of the room. You've done it 1,000 times, it's totally ordinary for you. But the moment you're in front of a camera and somebody's asking you to do it, you just forget. You just can't. And I can't remember the name of the psychologist who like coined it, but it's such a fascinating problem.
That's me when I try to recall information when there's people around.
Nah, it's fair, but it's really interesting. Like you, a friend of mine was shooting a film, like a short student film, and he was telling this guy to stand in the window looking at his friends while in the rain, and to just stand there and stare at them with no facial expression, with nothing at all. And he could not, for the life of him, stop himself from making like an angry face. And he kept telling him, just like, no, just make your normal, still face. Just look at them. Like as if you were just looking at a pair of socks. And he could not stop himself. He would oscillate between like sad and angry nonstop. And it took him like 2 hours. Go ahead.
Yeah. Like when people are put into even just like an acting prompt, like out of nowhere, like there'll be like some content creators who don't do any kind of like acting, but they get paid to do an ad or something.
Right.
And I've heard just like dialogue between them on their own shows where it's like, we wanted you to have a surprised face, and you could not remember what a surprised face looked like. Like for like an hour, someone like could not make a surprised face. Like they went through like every facial emotion, but for some reason, because there was a camera on them, they had no ability.
It's really weird, and I find it really interesting, and like it's the kind of thing I would love to study, like to like learn more about, and, like see examples of, and break it down. And it happens with actual professional actors too. Like sometimes they'll just forget how they hold their hands. Embargo. Let's get rid of embargo for crunch. But yeah, I was thinking about it as like, can I do that? And I'm trying to remember the last time I was asked to act and how well and or poorly I did.
I accidentally went back to the beginning.
Oops.
Whoopsie.
Something. Oh, wow.
There we go. Yeah, I was getting my teeth worked on this morning. It was pretty not as smooth as they told me it would be. Yeah. There are pros and cons to going to the College of Dentistry. I mean, bless them for their affordability. And
yeah, go ahead.
no, I just say, like, bless them for their affordability. And, like, while they are, in fact, not as experienced as normal dentists because they're students, there's also, like, the fact that there's really, really experienced dentists walking around judging everything they do. So their, like, desire to be perfect is really high, and that's kind of comforting.
True. Though, when the better dentist comes up and they say, you fucked this up, you're like, uh-oh.
Oh, and they always do, and it's always something that's, you know, recoverable. But the thing that happened today, it was like, it should have probably been like an hour and a half, but it was over 3 hours because it kept going sideways.
Yikes. That's not good.
Oh, you're losing chip away. I don't remember that. It was fine. They ended up doing a very good job, but it just took them a little extra time.
Infernape. I don't really have any ground moves except dig on tongue fuck. And he's a dark, and Infernape's got fighting moves. I can't risk that.
Mm-hmm. He's also a tiny baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Yakov Jakov in there and drop a rock throw.
What am I gonna do to this Excadrill? I actually don't have anything for it. Oh, goody. I guess Phantom Force Bat. But I am weak against rock. Excadrill's terrifying.
Alright.
Bonk.
I have more teeth than sense.
More teeth than sense. Sounds like a pugism.
I need chapstick. My lips hurt really bad. I'm going to go do that, and I'm also going to pee again.
Do it up. Wait, why wasn't that very effective? Oh no, Hone Claws. Oh fuck. This is actually really bad now. Okay, I haven't seen this thing use any ground type moves yet, so I think I'm going to switch into Kids Bop. Yikes. Wait, who has the Rocky Helmet? Probopass. But Steel is effective against Stone, so yikes, 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 yikes. That's resisted. Okay, good. Good, good, good. We can hang with that. I probably would have fucked up Nose Pass, though. I guess Flash Cannon's the way to go. You're lower special defense than physical defense. I outspeed an Excadrill? Oh no, the dig. I have to switch out into my Bat.
I love my darlings.
This Excadrill's trying to fucking ruin me.
Yeah?
Hey, I'm playing Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, and I've got a bunch of Heart Scales. Should my Torterra learn Woodhammer, level 34 4 badges, and he otherwise has Razor Leaf, Leech Seed, Curse, and EQ.
It's Torterra. Well, Razor Leaf is your only... Is that physical?
Yes.
That's your only physical grass move. Woodhammer hits pretty hard, and Torterra is a pretty big HP tank, right? I mean, it has pretty decent HP.
Yep.
I feel like I could
It's
eat
not
the...
bad anyway.
I feel like I could eat the blowback on it, but... I mean, if you were going to get rid of anything on there, I'd get rid of Razor Leaf, if only because Leech Seed kind of counteracts some of the risk of Cabbage Hammer.
The old Cabbage Hammer.
You know, with Curse as your setup, I feel like... Yeah. I don't know. What do you think, Law?
I think that there's a lacking of good grass types in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. That's probably smart, especially since Curse would then boost both EQ and Woodhammer.
It doesn't help that
Razor
Razor
Leaf.
Leaf.
I'd say that's a good moveset.
Yeah, Razor Leaf's just a really weak friggin' move. Like,
I mean, it has a high crit rate, which is good.
Mm-hmm. What is it? Base 40 or 60?
I think it's 55.
55. Okay,
off the dome.
Not a lot. Chingling is psychic.
Hey, for Woodhammer, that is the glassy cannon right there.
I can't remember. Is Chingling psychic or is it steel?
Psychic pure.
Pure psychic. Bite. I can never remember between Chimecho and Jingling. Are they the same? Both psychic?
They're both psychic. I want one of them to be psychic metal because every other Bell Pokemon has metal.
Yeah. Rampardos.
Why? Why have I missed two gear grinds? What's the accuracy on gear grind?
I think it's 95.
Is it not 100%?
I think it's 95. Or it's like 95, maybe even 85.
The 3 in a row, though. It hasn't sand attacked me.
Has it used Mud Bomb or something? Or not Mud Bomb. Mud Slap?
No, it hasn't used any ground moves.
Hmm.
I'm going to go for Flash Cannon.
I really hate that your audio is getting all muddied up every time I talk. It is a dumb fart.
This mole almost fucking put my team down.
Okay. Rampardos is going to hit pretty hard. Awesome. Yeah, go with Scary Face.
Lemonade.
Well, and keep it. What's up?
Big Root isn't going to do anything for your Torterra at all.
Yeah.
Even with your current moveset, that only boosts moves that heal you.
Exactly. So if you had,
and that doesn't include Leech Seed.
Yeah, if you had Absorb or Mega Drain or Giga Drain, that would work with Big Root. You'd be better off with something else, honestly. And keep in mind, like your go-to shouldn't even be your grass move in this context. You've got EQ. So if you're leading with your EQ and only use Woodhammer when you're up against something that EQ can't handle, then you're basically set. And then yeah, Life Orbs. that's a bold one.
I keep going back to the beginning. Why am I so turned around in this gym? I guess I'm getting lost in conversation.
It's easy because this is interesting stuff. We're talking about like Pokemon stats, tactics.
Oh God.
Yeah, just all the way back to the beginning. That sucks. Ooh, I should not be in on PE right now, but at the same time, I'm also like, what do I send in? My two best options for sending in against this fucking Swoobat are not really great options. I could send in my Crocodile.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. I mean, I know it's moveset because it's basically the moveset I have. It's going to have Air Slash and Heart Stamp, both Grass and Psychic Physical.
So the Air Slash. So you say he doesn't have any Grass?
Grass?
You said Grass and Psychic Physical. I assume you meant flying.
Oh yeah, that's flying and Psychic Physical. My bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna send in Tongue Fuck. They're the same level. It might hit kind of hard, but I think I'll be able to ignore its Heart Stamp, which I'm thinking is what it's. No, Air Cutter would have been the next play, and that's half my health. Nope.
Pretty strong.
I guess I could put in Cool Ranch and just fucking ice this turd.
Only have Black Sludge on it if you're using a lot of poison moves. Otherwise, Drain Punch, Big Root is the play. For sure. But if you're poison jabbing like left and right, then Black Sludge good.
This Swoobat is wrecking my goddamn shop.
I mean, it hasn't clicked any Calm Minds yet, so that's good. That's its usual go-to.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, hey! I spoke it into existence. You're welcome for that.
Well, fortunately, I have Avalanche on me instead, too, so I can do that.
Oh yeah, that's going to one-shot. It should. It's physical.
Avalanche. Ugh.
Ooh, so
barely
close.
lived. Barely lived. Avalanche. Oh, it's a hyper potion. Good. He's got He's got 2 Calm Minds up.
That's not ideal.
Oh, he's fine. I'm good. He done. Bye, baby. I've learned that from this distance, I cannot see emotes. And what I'm getting from what Paperbag just put out is what looks like an anglerfish jiggling its little face noodle. Is that what I got?
A child in a cat hoodie ringing a bell.
Wow, that is not at all what I guessed. It's just
that's just what I see. I'm not saying it's right.
Look, I'm not saying I'm right here. Just
Oh yeah, I would swap out. I mean, I would trying to boost Venoshock on a Croagunk is not going to do you any favors. I would definitely say Big Root Drain Punch.
Yeah, unless you have some way of setting up poison before Venoshock comes into play, like.
Yeah, even then though, that's a special attack, and Croagunk is super not special.
Oh right, yeah, it is special, isn't it? Fuck.
I love Croagunk, man. In Sword and Shield, my Croagunk fucking took everyone in competitive off guard. No one expects the Croagunk.
Hell yeah. As well they shouldn't.
Double battle Dry Skin Croagunk with the Inteleon Surf. Every turn I get healed. Love it.
Tangelo. Hello, Tangelo. It's ripe.
YOLO, PM Tangelo.
Don't know why.
it had to be done. Had to be done. It's been
I
a
got
while.
really scared, but I forgot that there's no fairy type in Gen 5, so this Togekiss is just basically a big wing pillow.
Do you not evolve it intentionally? Huh?
Which one? Who? What?
Croak.
Oh no, I mean it was a Toxicroak by the end of when I was using it. I just tomato.
The word Croagunk is what is in our mouths right now.
You're right. I've been saying Croagunk when I'm referring to a Toxicroak, the fully evolved boy.
Gust.
No, I had Life Orb on that thing, and his moveset was wonderfully diverse. Especially with Gigantamaxing. Well, VMAXing, whatever you call it.
Drapion, Toxic Spike.
The Croctopus is becoming a big boy.
Yeah, he is. I can't remember. Is Drapion a split attacker? I feel like it is.
Not really. I mean, it's mostly physical.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I remember it. I remember it not being terribly great with special. Just like okay.
But I do like the combo of Toxic Spikes, Venoshock. That satisfies me.
Very good.
+2 Dragon Claw should kill an Axew. Fingers crossed. Here, have this cut in half penis. That's what the badge looks like to me, like a samurai would.
And then he puts
like
his sword
slowly
away.
sliding off.
Yeah, perfect. Exactly.
Oh no! Ice cream dessert dinner.
What was my TM? You just said let me give you this TM.
Expert belt.
What the fuck? Gunk shot. No, I already had gunk shot. Night days? What the fuck was the TM?
Oh, you had that. Wait, did you just? Was it Roar of Time? Did I just see
No.
that, or did you?
I already had Roar of Time.
That's right.
Did you just not give me a TM, dog?
I'll tell you what. When he gives it to me, it'll be the same number, and then you'll be able to tell which number it is.
That's big brains right there.
Punch that ice cream.
I should be able to remember what it wasn't. Maybe it was fake tears. I think it was fake tears.
Oh, was it?
I think it was fake tears. Either that or I just got fucked and didn't get a TM.
But that's not how the game works.
Well, if it gave me a TM that the game hadn't assigned, then that might have worked.
I think it's built so that it only does randomized ones that are in the game for the gen.
I don't
We'll
know.
find out soon, though. Boy, you got a lot of counters for my team, don't you there, Clay?
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I had the same problem, I think, with our last Nuzlocke. I had something that had Venoshock, and I was like, I'm just going to get rid of it. Because it wasn't doing me... It wasn't coming up enough.
Toxapex.
Yeah, Toxapex. Because it just wasn't coming up enough to be worth it.
Gotta fuck me, at least buy me a TM dinner.
Mm-hmm.
How do I outspeed a Braviary? That doesn't make any sense. I know he's not like the fastest bird, but I'm a big cog.
I'm going to be straight with you. I really like answering Pokemon questions. So
I love it.
if anybody's out there like wanting to know more Pokemon shit, or is curious about something, or is like maybe you're Poke curious and you just need to know more, please come this way.
Yeah, definitely, especially when it comes to like balanced competitive stuff.
I feel like
Big
just
fan.
given the amount of bullshit I've had to learn from playing these goddamn Nuzlocks, I am not an expert, but at least a journeyman and and I'm feeling like I need to make.
I
use
also
of it.
like never shut up about it when we're going.
Sure, it's a common topic of conversation.
I read an interesting thing recently, actually, and this isn't Pokemon stat facts, but story lore. There's a lot of like the video game rumor things, like Mew under the truck kind of stuff from back in Gen 1.
Right.
One of the more interesting ones I read, though, was regarding the fact that you only find Ditto in Gen 1 in the Pokemon Mansion, where everything's talking about failed attempts to clone Mew.
Mm-hmm.
And Mew and Ditto are the only two Pokemon that learn Transform, and they have the exact same weight on the Pokedex. So, like, it's like 8.5 pounds or something like that. So there's a lot of theory that Ditto is actually a failed attempt to clone Mew that only carried over the Transform and a big pile of, like, busted DNA.
Oh, no.
And they have the exact same color and shiny color.
That's so sad.
It does. They kind of, whether or not Game Freak was intending to stick with that, they undid it when they threw Ditto all over the rest of the other worlds.
Right, yeah.
Also, Gen 1 is the only game that references an actual real place in the real world.
Oh, what?
Like the Gobi Jungle or something like that, or whatever.
Gobi Desert. That being said,
yeah, Gobi's a desert.
If we could turn the Gobi Desert into a jungle, that would be pretty tight.
That would be pretty tight. Okay, I'm going to see what number this TM is. It's a jungle that starts with G anyway, though. But they say that's where they saw Mew, and I'm like, that's in the real world. That's a real world place.
Yeah. Well, isn't what's the name of the world? What is the name of the island that the first game is set in?
Kanto.
Which is a region in Japan. So they might have actually been at the time being like, this is Japan. Oops, never mind.
Yeah, they obviously named a lot of the cities after colors to make them not real, but they backed away from their real worldness.
I just caught what he said. I'll also give you this TM. Well, that was my plan, but
oh, that's right. He gives it to you at the very next cutscene.
Yeah, so I went out and I accidentally ran into Bianca, so that's where I am.
Oh, that's all right. I'm catching up.
But she's inexplicably lower level. That's dumb.
At this point in the game, they really stick it to Bianca with saying like she's not destined to be a very good trainer.
That sucks. What, and Karen's supposed to be some kind of fucking Poke Wizard?
I mean, he becomes the first gym leader in the next game, so he kind of gets a big dunce cap put on as well.
I didn't know that.
Here, have fun never getting above level 15.
I suppose that is one issue with the Pokemon Worlds, is with the addition of concept like levels, it definitely changes like the narrative that you're trying to construct.
Yeah, they do mention real animals too. Even the first season of Pokemon, when they first encounter a Gengar, like it's doing things to scare Team Rocket's Pokemon, and to fight Ekans, it turns into a mongoose. Like just a normal ass mongoose. I'm like, there's already mongoose Pokemon. You don't have to reference a real mongoose.
Yeah. Yeah, every game
they're all
is
based on a different
Go ahead.
region. I was just agreeing with Paper Bag that like each one is based on flavored with a real world continent.
Right, but the fact that the one was based off of Japan was literally called Kanto, which is a part of Japan, is like, okay,
Yeah,
well.
yeah. But also, I mean, the next gen Johto was also based on Japan. It just kind of was tried to be flavored a little more old school Japan.
Yeah. East versus West.
Yeah.
There was no mongoose Pokemon in Gen 1, I don't think.
No, not in Gen 1.
Gen 2 had Zangoose, right?
Gen 3 had Zangoose,
Gen
but
3.
either way.
All
I'm saying is there were rodent Pokemon. Like, you didn't have to mention a mongoose.
I don't have a comfortable answer for this fucking Archeops. It's Flying Fucks PE and Yakov Jakov. It's Rock. I can't remember. Is Ice is weak to Rock, right?
It is, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So Rock fucks like half the team. Tongue Fuck is okay. He's not weak to anything, but he doesn't have anything to hit it with. Not like meaningfully anyway.
Are you asking for my take?
Yeah, and then Old Slice. What do
I
you
feel
think?
like Old Slice is pretty safe. He resists flying, and he's not weak to rock.
Yeah, that's fair. Yakuza took issue with the first gen's crime lord antagonist, so maybe they were pushed away from the real stuff with that. I mean, I would believe it. That might explain why they named it. Well, What's Giovanni named in Japan?
I don't remember his Japanese name.
I would imagine it would make sense if it was a Yakuza name, because Giovanni makes sense as an American version, because, you know, it's very Italian, and in our minds, for some fucking reason, Italians are the only organized crime.
Mm-hmm. They are the mob bosses. There we go.
In our warped ass heads.
Let's see.
Well, the thing about the Yakuza zombie is they are kind of integrated into Japanese culture and government more than we understand. It's pretty much kind of a live and let live situation at this point, because they kind of can't afford... There's no way to extricate them from the culture. They're just so ubiquitous. They're everywhere. And it's like... There's a reason why, like, for example, if you go to like, what is I saying? If you go to Kabukicho, you're going to see, you know, touts who are specifically trying to draw you in to steal money from you. You're just going to. And there is prostitution, and it's very obviously there. But the Japanese government is kind of like, we're not going to worry about prostitution's legality, at least insofar as these people are concerned. They just don't enforce it. And they only do if, you know, they overstep. You know, if Yakuza does some dumb bullshit, then they'll be like, okay, well, now we're going to do something to bite you back. It's kind of, yeah, it's like, as long as you guys don't make a problem for us and you don't make it so bad that the rest of the country is affected, then we're not going to do anything about it, because we know that they don't want a gang war. Like, that would be bad.
Oh, that's a good question, Roughneck. I'm sure there's a reason. Obviously, the regional version is tall because they want it to look more like a palm tree and less like some big fat egg tree. But
That tracks.
as to the dragon theming, not 100% sure.
I wouldn't be surprised if it had something to do with Hawaiian lore.
I was going to say, I would bet that there's some Hawaiian lore based on the shape of trees and their mythical origin.
Hey, Hydreigon.
Wow,
can
she's
you
got a
please-
really competitive team for me. And you're looking at a Hydreigon. That's terrifying.
She keeps fucking roaring my goddamn ice cream.
I mean, that could be worse.
Well, I just got Justified, which boosts my
Ooh,
attack. Which
Justified.
doesn't help me, though, because it's just going to roar it out again. Ooh, hey, another crunch.
Crunch.
I'll take it. And I'll use Avalanche. And hopefully wreck your whole ass. Bye, Dingus.
Oh, wow, you outspeed it.
You do. Yeah, don't you remember
That's
fucking
not good.
Lady Gelato was fast as shit?
She was pretty good. Yeah, she was all around great. She was just a perfect Pokemon.
Avalanche. Giga Drain. Holy shit, got a crit on it. Nice. Well done, idiot. For me, Sword and Shield was just such a dramatically different game. It's like it stuck to a lot of the core principles, but it was not a core game in my eyes.
This Darmanitan is real scary right now. It's got Moody, so it's gotten like 4 different stat boosts. And it also did work up.
Yeah, I didn't like Gigantamax either myself. It seemed kind of weird.
Yeah, that was not something I was a super big fan of in that game.
Especially getting rid of Mega Evolutions, which I thought were kind of interesting, and replacing it with Gigantamax seemed kind of like a loss.
Yeah, I love Mega Evolutions. I think most hardcore Pokemon fans wish Mega Evolutions came back and kept going instead of all of the other stuff.
Yeah, I hate that they come up with a different gimmick every single time that fucks up the balance of the entire meta. Like, just stick to one goddamn thing.
Yeah, it almost kind of helps them with like their competitive scene though, where like they literally get to like start from scratch every new season.
Fair.
Make everyone put all this work in again and invest in the games to get up to a new competitive level.
Oh, Drapion's dark. You fuck.
That it is.
I forgot that he's dark. Okay. Well, I guess that makes fighting work. Just need to give the Pokemon IP to someone else. Avery is just bad. I mean, I'm not gonna disagree. I'm not gonna disagree with you there.
Didn't want Mega Evolve in. Oh yeah, there's two different Charizard. Of course, got two Mega Evolutions. One of them's Pure Fire. One of them's Fire Dragon. All right, weird ass half-remembered reference, but Hydreigon always reminds me of that art movie for Power Rangers where the Green Ranger had to go into some tomb for self-reflection or something, and his hands turned into snakes while he was fighting whatever the fuck his inner demon. Oh boy. I don't think I saw that Power Ranger movie.
Power Ranger movie. Are you talking?
Story arc.
Are you talking about like the? Oh, okay, yeah. The Green Ranger arc. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You said Power Ranger movie, and my brain was like, fucking the fight with Ivan Ooze. I don't remember anybody's hands turning into snakes.
I think that's the only
Ivan
one that
Ooze.
I've seen.
Yeah. I rewatched that not too long ago, and I was actually surprised by how entertaining it was. I was like, oh, this doesn't suck. Plus the fact that Rita Repulsa returned for it was pretty great.
No, but the reason Hydreigon's whole theming is German numbers, obviously, based on how many heads it has.
Yeah.
Which is why it goes to Zweilous and then ends with Hydreigon.
I think it's also supposed to be... I originally thought it was flower themed too, because a Hydreigon looks like a hydrangea.
I don't know. I think it was. I thought it was a Hydra with dry in it.
You're probably right, but I definitely saw flower. I was like, flower face, hydrangea, dragon.
Could be. I'm trying to remember what its baby form is called.
Dino.
Yeah. That's the one. Pine Spider. Spark Squirtle.
Dinos, virus.
Wow, that was a big spark, Pachirisu. You piece of shit, ass butt. I don't remember the scene. I don't know what movie you're talking about.
Yeah, he's never seen it. I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the scene. I did see that thing. I didn't retain snake hands. That was not on the list of memorable moments for me, which is shocking because that sounds pretty fucking memorable.
What are the odds? This fucking Pachirisu has Ice Body, and I set up the hail, so now it's healing. Good God.
Okay, I'm going to do something while you're in the midst of that fight.
Yeah, I have some strange memories of some Power Ranger related things, but not snake hands.
Nothing can go on that long and not have just the weirdest shit going on.
Although it does make me think of the character from Star vs. the Forces of Evil, who's a very funny character. What the fuck is his name? He's got snakes for hands, and we have some very funny scenes together.
I have never watched that. I've heard it was good, though.
It is good. I actually really like it. For that kind of like very heartwarming cartoon that takes a while to take off the ground and actually find itself, but then it turns into something quite good. For
some reason, I can never remember the robot's name from Power Rangers. I know it's Alpha 5 now, but every few months, I'll have forgotten it, and then I'll be like, oh, right, and then there's that robot from that thing, and then I try to remember it, and I cannot conjure it up. It pisses me off. I always want to say something like radar.
Half in the bag.
Jesus Christ. I opened up my fucking Chrome, and every tab decided to load up at once because my internet had crashed earlier, and I had a fucking episode of Half in the Bag open from Red Letter Media, and all of a sudden it's just Half in the Bag. Okay, I'm sorry, Dipping Sauce. I tried to Google it and see if I could find a GIF of Green Ranger with snake hands, and I couldn't. And I really wanted to drop that in the middle of the stream, but unfortunately we're here.
The character in question, though, is Rhombulus, the Crystal Wizard.
Sorry, who?
Rhombulus is the character from Star vs. the Forces of Evil with snake hands.
Okay, thank you. I completely forgot that chain of our conversation, and you're just like, the answer is Rhombulus, the Crystal Wizard. What? Felt like one hell of a non sequitur.
I saw through the Matrix and found the answer.
I really want to get into that habit of being able to like stealthily pull up GIFs and pictures and drop them on the chat or on the stream feed.
Mm-hmm.
Just I think that's fun. I think it's just great. I was like a while back when I said that some character from Cyberpunk looked like some rapper or whatever, and I was just like, bam, picture. Shockingly, I was able to outrun The Rock. That's Dwayne The Rock Johnson, by the way, not a rock and roll.
Oh, come on. This fucking Endure Ice Body Pachirisu is will never die. It always heals like 2 hit points and then clicks Endure again. And then
that sucks, my man.
Speed up the heal. Stop clicking Endure, you piece of shit. Thank you. My Christ.
So good.
That blue.
Bonsley just fucking stuck me in the fight. He trapped me, and I'm like, you're not trapped. I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
Yeah.
This fucking PE slapped his ass silly.
Do we want to teach fly to someone?
Let me tell you, other than Cool Ranch and I guess Old Slice, fucking flying puts in some work.
Yeah. Too bad I got rid of that Staravia. I mean, it's not actually too bad because it was a good upgrade.
I have not seen Red Notice. I don't know what that is.
I've seen maybe 2 movies with The Rock in them.
I have seen far more than that. Let me see. I've seen Walking Tall. I saw the one in the jungle with Stifler, which I can never remember the name of. I saw... yeah, oddly enough, I have not seen any of his Fast and the Furious movies. I also saw his cameo. Yeah, and the more recent ones, like the last 5, I think he was in. I think he started as like the cop who was chasing them, and then he joined the family or whatever. I think. I don't fucking know. The meta of the Fast and the Furious movies is really low on my interests.
The Fast Furious verse.
Yeah. The Fast and the Funiverse. Funiverse. I like that you refer to that actor as Stifler. I don't know, man. I could call him, what, not Sean Astin. That's fucking Samwise Gamgee. I love the idea of Sean Astin and fucking American Pie as Stifler.
Picturing Samwise humping a pie.
Yeah, it's so crisp. I love it.
You better not be pie fucking Samwise Gamgee.
I even fucking know pie.
Sorry, sir. I didn't fucking know pie.
He's out there trimming the verge. I did love the line. It's a bit late to be trimming the verge. Fucking.
Gandalf at his most sassy.
Yeah. Okay, it bums me out that at no point in the movie did Samwise say my favorite line of his, and that's where he leads. He's talking to Frodo, I think he says, "You're giving what my old gaffer used to call sauce." And it's like, you're giving me sauce, and it's so good. And he says it like 3 times in the book. He's like, "You're giving me sauce." And I just like, that is such perfectness.
I do like the use of the word sauce in such a way.
You're giving me the sauce. Also, like the fact that at the end of the series he says like, "And that one's for my old gaffer," but at no point did they establish the gaffer as a character,
right?
Which in the book he's constantly referring to him.
They didn't introduce the gaffer into canon at that point.
Yeah, that was the thing. Is like I had been watching this and they'd cut all the scenes where he mentioned him, and I think there was like 2 in total for the whole trilogy. And he calls him his old gaffer, refers to the old gaffer. And I'm like, who? I'm like 12. What's a gaffer? Do you mean the guy holding the goddamn lights? Like, what are you talking about? I just did a very stupid thing. No, I didn't. I'm dark. What am I talking about?
I was gonna say.
I'm fine.
What's Gothitelle gonna do to you?
No, he's not. I'm jack off. I got jack off out. I'm jacking off.
Oh, whoops. That
I
could
can-
be bad.
I did outspeed, though, so I think I could just strength this thing to death. We're good. Blorch. Sean something, right? That's the name of Stifler's actor? Sean Puff Daddy Combs. Sean Bean.
His first name could be Gumbo for all I know. They got no clue.
I like that. I like the idea of his name being like Gumbo Jones. Famed for his role in
Nope.
Stifler in American Pie.
Gumbo Swaggins.
Fucking Gumbo Jones. Oh, boy. I've had a lot of laughs this episode, but they're all mine. They're for me. I get them.
Good.
All others suffer while I get
Deserve
the
no
laughs.
laughter.
Oh, man.
I don't want to put in prostate exam yet. He's still too fragile.
I just finished watching The Wheel of Time. It's so fucking bad, man. It's so bad.
I believe you were mentioning that on Tuesday, that it was quite awful.
Yeah, it didn't get better.
I didn't even want to. Like, I didn't have any interest in it.
There's no reason to. If you like the books, it doesn't benefit you. If you didn't like the books, it doesn't benefit you. If you never read the books, it doesn't it's not for anybody. It's like
I don't know. I mean, like my employee Casey, like he told me he really liked it and he's read all the books like 6 times. But like he has such weird tastes, like it means nothing to me.
That's so weird that somebody who read and enjoyed the books would like it, because it literally like flies in the face of like 90% of the book's lore, and it just like completely ignores some of the most important developing points. Like I'm not deep into it, but I've learned enough from everybody around me to know, like through osmosis, a lot about the universe, and I'm just like, man, they fucked up a lot. Oh, we got Fly.
Yeah.
I fucking completely whiffed.
I said just a moment ago, should we teach anyone Fly?
I missed it. I'm sorry, dude. I'm not paying attention.
It's fine.
I'll get rid of Gust because, you know, whatever.
Who do I switch into?
Yeah. And look, I'm not gonna say you have no reason to like it. I'm sure there are people out there who like that exact kind of thing, and they're entitled to enjoy their shit. I just like, for me, for my money, it is not a worthy watch. And like I was the worst part is we were counter watching it with The Witcher, and so I was like getting this contrast of like, here's The Witcher, which is excellent, and then watching this fucking turd and being like, well, this is nothing. Why am I watching this?
Yeah, but then there's just some shows in particular where everyone's like, this is super good, and I'm like, I just didn't think it was that good. So at this point, I just like my motivation to start new shows and stuff is pretty weak.
What animated series of there's a Witcher animated series. No, I have not.
Yeah, it's the same animation company that did Castlevania, I believe.
I just started the book, the first book, just to see, because I don't want to like dig too deep into Witcher lore if the books aren't compelling, because like the books are going to be the richest source of information about the universe, and if it doesn't compel me, then I don't want to like learn a bunch. And it's the same reason why I'm not into Warhammer 40k shit. It's because like the books are going to be by far the richest vein of information, but I can't read the books. So learning external lore and then being like, maybe it's worth reading the books again, and I pick it up and I'm like, nope, and I put the book down.
Did you just summon Exodia paper bag?
With a massive pyramid dick.
What is the name of that it's the Millennium Puzzle. There we go.
While I was watching some boxing with a friend of mine, we saw a pretty nasty knockout. I referred to sending them to the Shadow Realm, and because you know that you do that so often, and he had never heard that as a reference to a knockout before, and he busted his fucking gut. He was like, "I'm gonna use that every time I see a knockout."
I love it so much. It's a fun thing to say.
To the Shadow Realm. Beautiful.
Riffing on Yu-Gi-Oh is just so rewarding.
Honestly, I've lately had massive desire to download and watch the Yu-Gi-Oh series, at least the first one.
Don't.
Your face is so good.
I told you about a series that literally is a YouTube series that turns down everything that actually happens in a Yu-Gi-Oh episode to about 1 minute and 30 seconds for each episode. And it's all you need to see. Literally, the rest is just nothing filler.
But then you don't get to see the fullness of Joey's inability to play the card game.
I don't understand Joey's arc, too, because there's a lot. There's a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh series. Like, a lot.
Yeah.
And at some point, like, Joey actually becomes, like, super good comparatively to these, like, super powerful game masters. But they never actually kind of explain how, like, when he learned that much, other than just watching Yugi play all the time. It's like an unexplained, like, he became good because he had to. Also, Paperbag, that little image of Joey's face twisted up is one of my favorite meme reaction faces.
Ugly fucking face, yo. Oh, honestly though, if Twitch didn't have such aggressive DMCA shit, I would totally love to, like, all right, we're gonna watch Yu-Gi-Oh once a day, and we just watch an episode or two and riff on it and have fun. But fucking people and their money.
You know.
Is this a new catch?
No, same route.
Okay. God, I love so many.
Summon
of
the Time Wizard.
I love so many of the fucking characters in Yu-Gi-Oh! They're so precious to me, and how fucking buck wild they are.
And the made for made for kids. What's the American company that like took it over?
Funimation.
And made it playable on like the WB and stuff like that. I can't remember, but some of the animation editing they do to make it safe for kids is so fucking stupid.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'll have to
like
check that
Kaiba's like hacking into a computer for kids. That's the one. Yeah. Haiba's like hacking into some corporate computer, and these two like security guards bust in, holding their hands like this, and it looks horrible. And they're just like they're both pointing at him, like drop the flash drive. Like, obviously not just pointing at him.
Oh man, it's like editing all the guns out of fucking ET into walkie-talkies.
Mm-hmm. But they're not like aiming a walkie-talkie at someone in the movie. They're just holding them.
Right,
like,
right.
This is like unholstering their fingers.
Oh my god. That's so fucking good. All right, you know what? I might have to start doing like a Discord watch party or something like that. Where we just watch you.
It's gonna be bad. What's that card do? What's the I'll let the chat answer this one because I don't think you know. What's the name of the lady blonde character who shows up and has the Harpy deck?
Something Valentine? I'm 90% sure it's like something Valentine or Val something.
That would be awesome.
Oh shit, come on. My Valentine, that's it.
Is it My Valentine? Okay.
My Valentine.
Oh, that's wow, what a horrible pun name. I never even noticed that as a kid.
The one who is low key trying to, well, maybe high key trying to make Joey her sub.
Yes, exactly, because there's like a meme I saw recently where it's like, I can't bang you, Joey. You're only 16 in the story. And he's like, I summoned the Time Wizard.
Oh, Jesus.
Also, Pegasus is just the worst villain. Like, he's so fucking hands-off. It doesn't make any sense. Like, he's apparently the creator of the game, but it doesn't play like that. And also, the Pharaohs played this game a long time ago or something.
Yeah.
Like,
so basically, he's guilty of copyright infringement, which really makes him is the only reason he's a villain in the show at all.
He's basically Game Freak if the Aztecs invented Pokemon. Like... And like he has people play him in a tournament, and he's like, by the way, I have a bunch of cards that no one else does because I made the game. It's like, cool, why make it a fucking contest? Why not just shoot me in the dick with a gun? Like, what's the point?
Ultimate fucking rich man syndrome. Just shows up with the best cards. He's like, I win, idiot. Oh shit. Enjoy the Shadow Realm, you dumb piece of shit. I love that Happy's little egg bounces a little extra on her belly, and she like tosses it in the air. It's fucking precious.
It's weird that the egg gets bigger as she does, though.
Yeah, which makes me think that it's like connected by some kind of umbilicus. I don't know.
That's not making the image any more palatable for me. Like, if you pick up Chansey's egg, is it just like damp? Like, weirdly warm and has like a membrane on the outside, like a runny egg?
Vaguely damp, just like a little damp. The way I heard it explained on Tumblr is an awful way to start a sentence.
That is true.
Hasbro taking the Ouija board concept. Hey, that's fair. That's rock solid.
That is a pretty accurate analogy, yeah.
But to be fair, Pegasus at the very least is inhabited by the spirit of a nasty pharaoh, isn't he? He's got the eye and all.
I don't think he's a pharaoh. I mean, Yugi's got apparently a pharaoh in him. There's a lot of... He has another one of the artifacts. I don't remember the full story. It's his eye. It's his actual, like, eye in his skull.
I realized as I was typing it. Good. So these are static mons, by the way, but they're all the same. Do we get a catch?
We don't need to worry about static mons on this round. They're funguses, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, we should
like
be.
We're doing pretty good for catches.
I feel like we should get a catch for it. We usually do.
I mean, if you want, I haven't touched either of them yet because I just happen to remember which two are funguses on this route.
Hey, if you don't want the extra catch, I'm okay with that. I ain't gonna sweat it.
I don't mind. I just never think about it because in my head they're just funguses. Oh yeah, also Pegasus's magic eye lets him see his opponent's hand. Like, again, why bother playing the game?
And what's even better is that Yugi still kicks his ass.
Because he plays face down. He doesn't know what he's playing. He's using luck in the heart of the cards.
Yeah. Like, how bad do you have to be to have better cards than everybody, literally see their hand, and still lose to the dipshit playing blind? That tells you exactly how bad a game Duel Masters is.
Then what, in that scenario, what makes Yugi heroic? He's not doing anything. He's literally just getting lucky. Like, he's not playing super good.
Just because he shows up and beats Elon Musk at a game of fucking Magic the Gathering doesn't make him a hero.
No, Yugi does cheat a lot. He doesn't play by any other rules. None of the people who play the game follow any set of rules that follow through.
No one is advocating for the theory that Yugi is somehow a good person. Like,
or that the rules of the game make sense and no one cheats.
Or matter in the universe. Also, like, boy howdy, do the rules of the actual game have nothing to do with the rules in that universe.
You mean the game that is called Yu-Gi-Oh! In the anime called Yu-Gi-Oh! About Yu-Gi-Oh! But the game in the anime is called Duel Monsters.
Oh, Jesus. It is distressing how rich a vein this show is. Oh, I just got Iron Tail. All right.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Especially from Clay. It makes sense because he uses Excadrill.
Yeah, baby. Yes.
I play Pot of Greed. And draw. There's a really funny meme online. I got Lear. Cool. Very, very special. It's just to kind of show how little sense it makes. There's like I think it's like what's it called? Second Life type thing that's almost like VR. And there was like people playing Yu-Gi-Oh! In it with like the actual like game deck thing in VR. And someone was just being a total tool. Like, I play Pot of Greed, which allows me to draw 3 cards. And then I play Pot of Greed, which allows me to draw 3 cards. And then I play the Pot of Greed. Didn't see this coming. It's Pot of Greed. And I draw 3 cards.
Thank you for the Pot of Greed emote. Shall we get our catch?
Yeah, let's get in Charge Stone Cave. Dip. Oh, look, it's N. Hello, guy.
Let's get a catch.
I just want to give him a hug. Oh, no, I hit a ninja. It was invisible. I couldn't help it. It was invisible.
Oh, God. I didn't realize it dragged you right to N's lap.
It's a quick chat. We're not going to have to get into a fight or anything. He's basically saying, meet me at the end of the cave. But he's also saying everything here is really beautiful, and he likes talking to the Pokemon here.
Gotcha. Get a catch, please, baby. Do you want to end after this catch?
Sure. Oh, I had a repel up. That's why. Ooh, hello,
Yeah, Mega. I did too. Yeah, Mega. Another bug.
Now
I can't
that
use.
turns into an extra. Oh, we bug double bug. We got to
Double
encounter.
buggins. Double buggins.
Double buggins. Also, like a lot of the content creators I follow, some of them actually like play the Yu-Gi-Oh card game and really like it, and I try to watch it, and I can't follow anything. It doesn't make any sense.
I got a clang.
Literally, like everything happens in 2 turns. So what species? I have one on my team.
I will recatch, and hopefully you'll get to keep your Frillish.
Yeah, because we have like no water. Like
Which is
between our
shocking.
2 boxes, there's like no water.
I don't think there's any. Ah, fucking P-Dove. Wait, do I have a...
No, neither of us have an Unfezon.
You gotta be kidding me. Of course I
Want
get
to
a
use an Unpheasant?
fucking P-Dove. The old
Is it a male or
pistol.
female? See, at least it evolves into the one with a cool looking head.
Can I hit this thing with a brick break without killing it? It's flying.
No, it's normal, so that's neutral, and it would probably destroy it.
Cut. Cut it is
Yeah.
then. Good Christ. I would have really liked a nice pairing with that Frillish.
Yeah, that would have been special. But yeah, watching it, like literally everything happens in the first 2 rounds, and it just escalates so exponentially.
Caught the
P-Dove is
P-Dove.
not busted. No, it is a special attacking flying type that does not learn any good special attacking moves.
There's some birds.
Oh, go ahead, please.
There are some birds I fucking love. I really enjoy Braviary. Liberty McCoy rules ass. Depending on, what gen I'm in, I really enjoy like Firo and
I wasn't even paying attention. I think my Infernape just got killed.
well, that means we do not get
We
P-Dove.
lose the encounter. What? Obviously, it used a water type move on me, but I was talking to you about something and I just wasn't even watching. Oh
Yep.
boy.
Wow, we've
That
not
was dumb.
we've missed our last 3 catches.
I mean, we didn't try for the Shroomish yet. We can do that still.
Yeah, true. Do
I
we
was not
wanna-
against it. I was just saying I hadn't really thought about it.
Do we want to do another catch here in this room?
Let's do it in the grass that the Shroomish is in. It's actually a different encounter
I want to
table
do this.
than the
I
other
want
stuff
to
we
do.
were at.
I want to do this room.
Can't say
Ah,
after.
can't-
Oh, Izzy! Oh my gosh, Izzy!
It's Izzy. Hey, well, we can't stop now then. All right. Well, damn it. All right. I do want to do this room though. I think the last area wasn't. I don't know.
You go ahead and pick. I just want to go back to that one because I know it's a different encounter table based on the other stuff. Oh, look at this big fat Boyd.
You already have its baby, don't you?
I do, yeah.
So you can re-encounter. And we can see what we got.
I'm already declaring I'm going back to the grass the Shroomish are in. I'm actually going to touch one of the Shroomishes and see what it is. I'm going to go old school. 'Cause I have no idea what they could be. One step. First blade of grass.
Yeah, man. I'm all about it. Can't do a vanilla star. That's already been done.
I'm not there yet. 2 steps. I'm just trying to get to the healing house and then
Oh,
fucking...
no,
Oh my god!
yeah. Damn, bro.
Oh, you
I
want
didn't
it?
even see the
Patrick
change voices.
Warburton.
I thought you were just doing it for fun.
All right, I can do it. Patrick Warburton. Not too terribly hard. I can't decide if I'm gonna go down south or stay up here.
That's a good water type right there. This is my Shroomish. This is the fungus.
This is the same area?
Yes. I don't know. I can't see where you went on.
Just north of the bridge.
I'm south of the bridge, but I don't know where you wanted to go. I have no idea.
Come on. It's gotta be the same zone or something.
I'm gonna go south.
Well, thank you for coming in, Izzy. We missed you.
Deerling. That doesn't do shit.
That
You already got
species. Yeah, and mine was awesome.
Whoa.
Nice cock.
Fucking. Fucking goddamn Motham.
All right.
Sorry, dude.
No, it's fine. Actually, I mean, I'm not going to be the same normal thing I do that's like, oh, Motham's actually pretty good.
Not if it protects itself nonstop, you piece of shit. Get in the ball. Yeah. Didn't even damage it. Just sleep in a great ball. Done.
Silly moth.
All right.
But yeah, Empoleon's great. Well, if It's Ripe dies, it's a potential swap in.
True. True.
Honestly, Motham, out of the bugs, like, none of them are very great, but I think Motham's probably the best out of the butterfly-esque bugs.
Fair enough. Is there any particular reason or just slightly
It gets
edges
Quiver
that out?
Dance really early and just has actually pretty solid stats. So
Nice.
it's really easy to set up with.
The naming convention is a random letter for each of us, or 2 letters, and then we try to match theming for each other's stuff. Pretty good
As
stuff.
close as we can. So I'm going to pull up different ones. We haven't picked them yet. So we got BZ
So ZB my initials.
And-
Got it.
KO. Yeah, your initials and then knockout.
Okay. Zach Barkus knockout. Damn, that's a good question. What do we want here? What do we got?
Just have to check my text really quick. Oh, the meeting I was supposed to go to tomorrow got canceled. I'm really glad I checked my phone.
0 bug. Hey, Casey.
Bug light. That's not the letters.
Bug light. Nice refreshing bug light.
Mm-hmm.
Zach
So
Barkus the knockout.
ZB and KO.
Okay, Corral.
0 calories, also not the same letters.
Yeah, pretty far off. Zach, by the way, have you watched Big Mouth? I have not. I have never seen Big Mouth. I love your board game wall. Oh yeah, no, totally. Got a nice a collection of selects over there.
Well, Empoleon turns into Empoleon, so King something would be pretty good. Not use spell King.
King Orifice.
King of Town.
King Ostrich. That's basically
King of Town and Zongbad.
Songbad.
Oh, it should have been Coach Z if there was a way. King of Town and Coach Z would be so good.
It would have been very good, and if having nothing to do with this moth. What are moths? What are moths funny about?
Moth like lamp.
Silence of the
Moth love
Lambs. Zuffalo Bill.
Silence of the Lamps.
Silence of the Lamps. Oh, Jesus. Okay. What's it?
Bug Zapper.
But I mean, Bug Zapper's not bad at all. But what would you be?
King. Only King.
I mean, Knockout. Isn't Knockout a brand of like bug killer or something like that? Knockoff or
Off.
off? Fuck me, man.
Well, what's something that kills penguins?
A gun? Oil?
Orca.
Oil something. Oil kill.
Oh, oil kill. Orca as well, like Killer Orca and Bug Zapper.
Killer Orca and Bug Zapper. Killer Orca feels like such a redundancy.
I just got to use the K somehow.
Yeah, no, I get you. I'm not judging here. I mean, I don't want to spend an eternity trying to name these idiots.
I like the idea of them being named after things. The Killer Okra.
Killer Okra, I love it. Is Orca spelled with a C or a K?
I thought it was a C, but Zombie says K. And now I'm doubting myself.
Now I'm confused. I don't know how to spell anything. It's a C, apparently.
It's a C. I was right. Don't try to get in my head.
Bug Zapper. Killer Orca. All right. That'll work.
Oh, no. We try to use the first one. Try to use them as the first letters of each of the two words.
Yes.
Oh, this is still on the screen. Goodbye.
Yeah, let's do it.
Goodbye.
Fucking, I walk 1 foot and it gives me a goddamn Minchino up my ass.
I do kind of want to go see what the ability on this Empoleon is, though.
Fair. We do have Fly now, so that does cut down on the transit a little bit.
True.
I don't think I've ever gotten to this point in the game. This is all new for Zach. Yeah. Aladdin has among my favorite music of any Disney movie. I don't know why. This isn't a statement on quality. I just like it.
Sure. Yeah. Actually, Filter's really good. That's cool.
I got Super Luck. Oh, fuck.
Hey, that's actually a pretty fucking good bug.
If I can get Slash or Night Slash on this thing, hell yeah. And then throw a fucking claw on it. Or was it Razor Claw?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. God, no. It's got...
I mean, Quiver Dance Bug Buzz is the main Motham strat, but I think it also gets Sleep Powder.
Well, I'll say,
relearned.
Even without the additional crit ratio from, like, say, Razor Leaf or something like that, I could still use the normal Bug Buzz Quiver Dance and then also throw the Razor Claw on it. So Razor Claw plus Super Luck, I'm still looking at, what, like a 20% crit chance or more?
Yeah, it's real good. I think it's like a 1 out of 8 or something.
I mean, I'm down to swap here if you got, because I got 4 mon I don't need. Like,
I mean, it would have to be the bug. That's the only typing that's duplicated.
I don't want to lose. I cannot afford to lose Vespiquen. She's got the best moveset for me right now, and
I'm not asking you to. That's what I'm saying. When that one dies, this is a very good swap in.
Yeah. No, you know, I didn't look at its statistics.
Filter's very good though.
Neutral. I'll take a neutral nature, good ass fucking ability any day, please.
Yeah, and he's a good split attacker too, which is nice because it means whatever TMs you get, they work okay.
Vespiquen is absolutely not bad. Vespiquen is excellent.
Competitively, it's bad, but in a playthrough, it's awesome.
Yeah. Keep in mind, we are doing a Nuzlocke where we are tied together. Believe me, Vespiquen is excellent.
Very defensive.
I'm not walking her into
People
a fucking
think it might
tournament.
suck because they assume it's supposed to like hit hard, but it's tanky. It's just you can't have a tanky bug, unfortunately, in the Pokemon game because bug is weak to so much.
Admittedly,
but for playthroughs, give me that Vespiquen.
Mm-hmm. I don't like competitive. I find competitive to be excruciatingly boring and uninteresting. So. I
like non-company sponsored competitive, like the stuff that the fans put on together. Oh God, I could watch it for hours. I love it so much.
Yeah,
because they're just having a really good time.
I can see that.
So we're ending here.
I mean, I guess. Now we suddenly have like more people, and I'm like, okay, well maybe we should keep playing.
Well, I mean, Chargestone's a pretty long cave. Like, we're not going to be able to like play to the end of it, probably.
True. I get you. I get what you're saying, Paper Bag. I really, really don't like optimizing anything. I find optimization to be such an excruciating experience. So like, and the worst, I think the problem is if there is optimization, it upsets me because I feel like if I'm not doing it perfectly, I'm not doing it right, and then I stress out about it. And so I prefer games that tend not to build towards it. If that makes sense.
Which is funny because Terraria is one of your favorite games.
Terraria's? I mean, I don't need to optimize to do well in Terraria. I can play garbage.
No, totally. I just mean the way it's built for the upgrading of items. It's kind of like built for that, but you don't have to by any stretch of the imagination.
It's also
just kind of built into it.
It's also not hard to optimize in. You know, like if I can I can just accidentally pick up the shit I need and do just fine.
Right. But I just mean like everything about crafting the items that you equip is based on slowly getting better and better.
Absolutely. And honestly, you're right. There are great ways to optimize, and I really don't mind optimizing in Terraria because I've beaten it so many times that I have no problem just optimizing the shit out of my characters because whatever. It's got to the point where I do like challenge runs where I'm like, all right, I have to be a ninja, which means I can't use any weapons that a ninja wouldn't use.
Mm-hmm.
Which, boy, howdy, don't try that in expert mode or master mode because you just fucking beating Moonlord with like shuriken is just not viable. I would have liked this Electivire, that's for sure. Oh wait, no, I'm fighting a trigger, aren't I?
Ooh.
Yeah, the difference between having to optimize and getting to optimize is a huge one, which is why I don't like like competitive because it's like you have to in order to do it.
True.
You can't walk in there and just have fun. It's like, nope, you got to be perfect. Get out.
I like the when you get into a really solid rule set for like Pokemon competitive though, because if it's just like playing, you know, I guess you could compare it to like playing Magic and being like, yeah, like technically you don't have to ever get cards that get better, but like in theory you will do better.
Bam!
It's like everyone's pulling from the same deck.
Down.
Oh no!
Dead.
Did he do a fight move on you?
A one-hit kill low kick. One, I didn't know it had low kick. Two, I didn't think he would be able to one-shot something 2 levels higher than him with a low kick. So that's cool.
Nothing we can do about that. Speaking of swap-ins, who did we swap out last time? Don't remember. Oh, it was a Gliscor Staravia.
Yeah, low kick is weight-based, so yeah.
You know, it's Electivire's just got a crazy physical attack, and it's just a little crocodile.
Yep, I forgot that. I also forgot Crocodile was dark. That's my fault.
That he is.
Anyone
else notice other team? Oh yeah, we pulled early gens out because we played so much.
Yeah, we don't keep 1 and 2-1 in later gens just because. Yeah, it's like otherwise it's constantly just the same Gen 1 shit over and over again. Merry Christmas. Oh, unfortunately we can't use those in the Soul Links.
Oh, you can reimburse your own points, right, Izzy?
Not that there aren't plenty.
That was for. I forgot that we had those turned on. I thought I turned those off last time we played. In fact, I'm quite certain I did.
Weird. Oh, you know, Izzy, but I think Izzy can see the ones we've turned off.
Oh, Izzy can probably click whatever she wants, click whatever they want.
Yeah.
I'm ready to end though, because I'm starting to feel like I had oral surgery this morning. I'm just like tired.
I'm starting to get the impression that I had oral surgery. That's fair. All right, you know what?
And there's a take a break, which makes for a pretty good end.
I think that's perfect. I'm gonna grab this
What
item.
was that? Oh.
Hey, thank you for the follow, Rugrat
thanks for
Hachi.
the follow. Rugrat Hachi.
Oh, man. Well, this has been fun. I'm really happy to see so many people here, and hopefully you'll be here next week when we do exactly the same thing. If you have any other
identical thing.
If you want any more hot takes on anything that you care about, feel free to drop them. Drop questions and ideas into the chat next week for us. I'm here every morning doing a cardio stream trying to improve my health. So if you're available around 6:30 a.m. Pacific time, show up and watch me play Dead Cells and do high-intensity workouts every time I die. It's rock solid.
And thank you for giving the gift sub to Rugrat Hachi. Zombie Cordo, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Very great. Yeah, I wake up.
We can answer more Pokemon questions in the Discord game chat.
Yes, absolutely. Love you guys to death. Thank you so much for being here. And that's it for me. I love you. Good night.